Hey guys, Extra Prime here and welcome back. Oops, I just bent up. And welcome back to the stream, guys. Whether you're listening in live or watching the replay, I hope you've been having a great day. And if you haven't, then I hope the content on the channel makes it a little bit better. We are here back in New World and in a new region. So, well, then again, it's not exactly new. You know, my objective for continuing the New World's live stream, one of my new objectives is to come up with like the cringiest titles ever, utilizing some of the most boring names I've ever seen in any MMORPG. Okay, fine, it's not that boring. It's just plain, you know, Reek Water, Restless Shores, Cutlass. Okay, Cutlass Key sounds pretty okay. Yeah, Everfall. I don't know, man. I talked about this before about how the naming sounds like they just threw it into like a naming generator and just went with whatever they had. But yeah, we are here today, and for today's stream, we will be exploring a little bit more of First Light. So, now first of all, when I actually travel all the way here, okay, to be fair, I teleported here, right? Of course, as usual, like what I've done in my previous live stream, I've collected all of the quests I can, including side quests, from First Light. And I actually the first time we came to First Light was just to drop off and grab a quest, right? I never actually appreciated how amazing this town is. I mean, look at that. Like, honestly, our first time in First Light, it was really just a drop, like we just dropped by here because there was a quest we needed to do at the bridge. I didn't notice that there was an entire like ship over here, and then I realized that this town is kind of sort of like piratey theme kind of thing, like that ship there. We're gonna go over there. So something new that I want to do for this live stream, since I spoke about this in my previous live stream, the previous episode, how we're gonna continue the newer journey is really at the end of the day, I'm still gonna level up my character. We're still gonna at some point cover the expeditions. If there's any other additional stories, of course I'll cover that in the live stream. But other than that, the rest of the live stream series is going to be us exploring the world. Now, the one thing I love about this game is that the world building and the world itself, the landscapes are beautiful. Like, honestly, the personality comes a lot from the landscapes, as well as, today I learned, the town. Like, honestly, this is... I know I like Windsward a lot, but that was by standards of beauty. But this town, however, is a little bit different. This town is oozing with personality. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I know that there's a lot of pirate ship themed towns in many fantasies, so it's not anything new, but it's different, you know, from what we've seen in Everfall as well as Monarch's Bluff, and to some extent even Windsward. So yeah, this is actually one of the more interesting, like we can actually come over here. So yeah, I decided that part of the live stream series, as we explore each region, we are also gonna kind of take a moment to appreciate you know, the towns as well. So yeah, I mean, sadly the pirate ship is not very much explorable. There's some areas, but again, it's all empty space, unfortunately. I don't think I can climb this, can I? Yeah, I can. Yeah, so I never really realized that there was this like giant-ass pirate ship until like I came and I was like wandering around collecting quests and side quests. Then I realized that, oh god dang, there's this pirate ship here. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, the rest of the areas are just houses, player houses that you can buy if you wanna make First Light your home, you know. But yeah, the other thing I noticed is that First Light is actually pretty empty. Granted, First Light is a beginner zone, so maybe that's why it's empty. Hey, are you a quest that I left behind?
Why is it that
no, you're just a community bot. Yeah, as you can see, I've collected whatever I feel I can complete. I'm not sure about this actually. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so we've collected whatever quest we want, and we're going to be heading out of First Light, or rather out of the village to explore more of First Light. Now the sad thing is, I've collected a whole bunch of quests, but they're all centered around this left side here. I don't have a quest that brings me to the right side. I'm not sure why. I guess I'll find out soon. But I did note that this little watchtower is here. So if you were a beginning player and the game RNG'd you into First Light as your first location, your starter region, then this is probably where you start. I'm gonna assume that then after that the game's gonna push you along this path towards you know, Dayspring. I guess that's the name of this town, right? Dayspring, maybe. I don't know. Alright, anyway, oh yeah! Alright, so let's get going. I've already refilled most of my arrows, at least, I mean, should be enough. I'm using a lot of my, oh wait, wrong way. I'm using a lot of my hatchet these days. Where is the exit of Daysprings? Jesus. Well, we could come over here. Okay, there's no quest there, sadly. Okay, I guess we can just go straight for the quest, you know. Let's head towards Daysprings Mill. Alright, let's go. Oh, no, we can get this thing. Yep, so as usual, we're gonna do a couple of quests here and there and then call it a stream. Today's a Saturday. I just finished work. I had work in the morning, so I just kind of finished it. It's about like 1:20 in Singapore right now. Oh, that's the bridge that we went for. Oh, look at this place though, it's beautiful. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, so I had work in the morning, so I had to go and get settled that first, and then in the afternoon I decided I will stream First Light today, like right now, and then subsequently later in the evening maybe, or late afternoon depending on when I feel like it, I might stream another stream, and that will be specifically for a new area. That stream might be a little bit longer because we are the next, I mean, as you see from the map here, in terms of the level 1 to 25 area, these are the 4, and we have already explored each of it. So we have explored Monarch's Bluff as our starting, then we went to Everfall. We've had a dedicated stream for Windsward, and today we're going to dedicate a stream for First Light. After that, I will most likely hop over to Cutlass Keys, where there will most likely be another bunch of quests, and it's going to be significant because Cutlass Keys is going to be our first new high level zone, which means that we will have a challenge, which is nice. Right now we are kind of like over leveled in terms of like the location we're at. We're level 28 right now. The maximum we're gonna see is level 25, so we're kind of over leveled, and it will be nice to have some enemies that will give us a bit of a challenge again. So that's gonna be the purpose. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer stream because I expect the fights to be longer. I expect the quest to be, well, hopefully better. Or am I asking too much? Yeah, I'm probably asking too much. Alright, let's go. Alright, so that being said, let's just complete some quests and explore what First Light has to offer us. So this stream is going to be a little bit shorter, and then after that we're going to come back. Now, Cutlass Keys, because it is a new area, but Stovian has already hinted me that when we head over to our new high level zone, we will be able to continue progressing for our syndicate, which is basically our faction levels. So that will spend, I mean, we will be spending some time there as well. So yeah. Anyway, this is part of the First Light's side quest. One of the gentlemen there asked me to come over and collect gunpowder. Probably they are going to explode things or something. Oh no, he said he wanted to create a moat around First Light to prevent them from being attacked by the, you know, these bad stuff. Ow. Alright, there we go. Not a problem for us. Let's get the gunpowder. I'm trying to refrain from looting as much as possible because again, right now the inventory management is a bitch, and yeah, let's just say it's quite a nightmare to manage your inventory at this point. Again, I'm not sure whether splitting my inventory across the different towns is the best idea. Like right now, a lot of my, I think I mentioned in the previous live stream also, what I'm doing now is a lot of my crafting related items like wood, stone, iron ore is all in Everfall. And a lot of my cooking and alchemy related items are all in Monarch's Bluff. Now, at some point in the game, I will want to move things from Monarch's Bluff to another area. So, something I learned, block that. Okay, something I learned is that you can actually transfer items between towns as long as your faction holds it. I'm not confident that First Light will remain under our control, to be very honest, but I'm confident that this stretch here, Everfall, Reekwater, Weaver's Fen, and Morningdale, most likely will be held quite strongly by our faction. Now, it's being contested for sure. That's the whole PvP element of it. But the key here is that I want to equip, or rather I want to have items in areas where it's controlled by my faction, so that we can transfer items between the different areas without having to walk. Right now what I'm doing is I'm walking. So I'll go to Everfall, I will burden myself with all the items I need to bring over to Monarch's Bluff, and I will carry that. I will basically haul ass to Monarch's Bluff. Trust my sorry ass is a nightmare to do, guys. So, and likewise, whatever I need to transfer from Monarch's Bluff to Everfall, I do that as well. So I've essentially been doing that. It's bonkers, guys, absolutely bonkers. But you know, it is what it is. And then halfway through I realized that Monarch's Bluff is not even ours, and like, why am I moving into Monarch's Bluff? So yeah, mistakes were made. I'll hopefully rectifying it won't be a nightmare. I'm okay. The reason I'm confident that Everfall will remain in our control was because in this server we were here on day 1, and I know for a fact that when I first joined this server, the PvP goers, which were basically like the bulk of our army, those who were very interested in PvP, the first place they captured was Everfall. So in every sense, Everfall is the Syndicate's homeworld, so to speak. You know, if I'm not wrong, subsequently, if I'm not wrong, the Monarch's Bluff was captured by the Covenant. Wait, are they the Covenant? Yeah, the Covenant. And then Windsward was captured by the Berserk. Are they called Berserkers? I forgot what they call, whatever. Marauders, yes, Marauders. Yeah, subsequently Windsward, they lost Windsward to the Covenant. So thankfully, because we were in the server during the first days when the server just started off, so kind of can keep track. And I know that we have never lost Everfall before. It doesn't mean we won't. So, but I think again, the fact that the syndicates were the first to capture an actual area gives me the it suggests that the players here, at least for the syndicates, are actually very into PvP. And I guess they will most likely hold Everfall. And that's also the main reason why I left Everfall as my main crafting area. In terms of, you know, what we want to eat. The wood, the stone and all that good stuff. Yeah, so hopefully it stays that way. But the key here is that we need to put our items in locations. I feel like I'm repeating my route. I feel like I've been here before. Okay, let's just kind of go further out. Okay, so obviously the kegs are indoors, so let's just go indoors. Yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, there's a good enough chance that Everfall won't fall to the enemy factions. It's a gamble, but let's hope that's the case. Because if it falls, then I mean, it doesn't implicate anything on us. We don't lose anything in our storage. Yeah, so it's alright. Oh, speaking of storage, so the good news is we actually have clarity about the server transfers, which is great. The good news, guys, is that server transfers are actually based on what I saw in the forums, or rather the official information. Server transfers are going to be good for us. Server transfers are going to transfer our level progression, our items, as well as our storage. So that has been confirmed in a post by the devs. So we can guarantee that when we do a server transfer, if we so choose to, we will bring along with us all the progress that we have had. So yeah, that's very, very good news, I won't lie. It's very, very good news. Alright, let's get our gunpowder. Alright, so that's this quest done. Alright, now where else? Yeah, so unfortunately they didn't push us this way. So maybe I will do two batches of quests. Now the question is, do I want to go by the lake? I mean the river, or is this a pond? Ah, I mean this all... Oh no! Are there repeated quests? Vessels, vessels, vessels. Really? 3 repeated quests? Are you for real? Nope. No. Nope. Okay, so I'm not dumb enough for this. What we'll do is, instead of wasting our time, like I think I mentioned this in the previous live stream, be smart about your side quests. So don't just blindly do your side quests. Thank God we searched this. Yeah, be smart about how you do your side quests, because if you have repeated side quests, the way the game handles... Okay, I'm not sure whether they fixed it. I doubt they fixed it. But the way they handle repeated side quests is stupid as hell. You will end up wasting your time and doing a double trip. So, like, on first glance, you would think, oh look, it's 2 of the same side quests, I can complete it at the same time. No, ladies and gents, no. You can't. The game handles it very badly. I've explained it in my previous live stream, so I won't repeat it again. But I guess when I reach there, if it's still repeated, I guess I can talk about it. But yeah, all you need to know, you take my word for it, is dumb. The way they handle the repeated side quest is very, very dumb. So as long as you notice that your side quest is exactly the same. The side quest is generated, is based on a random generator. So they will give you a certain item to look for, and they will task you with a certain landmark to go to. So that's how the game regenerates many side quests, and it's like repeatable, because essentially it's very bare bones. It's basically go somewhere, grab something, or go somewhere, kill something. Yeah, but in occasions like this, where you look at my top right hand side, quest 3, 4 and 5 are essentially all the same. Search chest for measuring vessels at Kaufman's Redoubt. So that is absolutely a waste. Yeah, so we don't want that at all. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to First Light. We're going to turn in some of our other side quests. Sorry, I keep saying side quests. Those 3, 4 and 5 are faction quests. There's a significant difference here. Side quests will never be repeated because there's a story tied to it. I say story very loosely, honestly. It's not really a story, it's just flavor text. But yeah, essentially, even the story, the quote-unquote story quests are basic. The side quests are just... It's again very bare bones, very bare bones questing. I can foresee a lot of people getting very bored of it, because even for me, someone who actually reads the story, hey, why am I behind? I didn't know I could get behind the counter. Good sir.
really waded through
Yeah.
the withered at Dayspring Mills just for
Alright,
my
so we get our...
barley?
Let's just turn in this quest, get some good
Still can't
EXP.
get over it, the favor you've
Alright,
done me.
it was my pleasure.
So I hope it don't seem like
brewing
I'm
recipe, how
imposing.
can I
There was
help?
a Chef Giroux
Hilltop.
in Hilltop.
Okay, hopefully it's a new
Had the
area we
most
can explore.
Amazing recipe.
Okay, cool beans.
Hilltop.
Alright, so he's all about the food
now, but
stuff. I noticed the patterns here. Every town will have one... The quest givers are generally either the tavern person, some random person at the mayor's house. Yeah, so it's... Oh! Milk cows! Sorry, till today, this is the only cow I know, Sherry, right here. Like, goddamn, if we ever have to craft anything to do with freaking milk, we're done, man. It's not happening. But yeah, that's the only cow I know. It's very sad. Alright, let's drop by and drop this quest off as well. There's a quest giver here for some weird reason, so that's like the mayor kind of bit. Yeah, First Light's a pretty nice town. Like, I've always been a person that can appreciate like those shanty town kind of concept. And it gives me that vibe, you know, like this area we're running towards, it's kind of a very shanty town kind of concept, you know. Ramshackled houses, cheaply built houses stacked on top of one another. Like, I really like the whole shanty town kind of landscape. It's nice.
Right.
Yep, this'll do the trick just fine.
Right, so we're done with Albert. That's easy. Oh, no, okay, now we generated a few more side quests. Okay, good. So we made a wise choice. Now, the only thing we really are here for is, aside from picking up the side quests, is to go and get rid of our 2 repeated quests, because it's a waste of time to do that. Like, don't do that, man. Oh, it's not the house. You know, at some point, once I earn enough money, I would like to buy my first house. At some point. I'll probably do it in the stream as well. Right, Sylvia?
Why is it that in times of trouble, people
Yeah,
are
suppose
so
that can be
quick, of
frustrating.
course? I am no fool, you know.
First priority, ensure that...
I know
okay,
what they're saying.
is there anything I can
There
do?
is. Long ago, the people of Forlax
Oh, are we
seeded
gonna go
their lakes
fish?
with amazing fish.
Oh, cool
One
beans.
fish will feed hundreds.
Okay.
Well, now, that was fast. Oh, silly me, you haven't been yet.
Okay. So we're going to fish batches of charcoal and collect fresh forelic trout from a band. Oh, okay, we don't need to fish. We just collect them. Cool beans. Okay, so first things first, Kaufman 580, they are indeed all the same. So we'll just cancel 2 of it. Alright, now we generated 1 more, so let's grab this one. Let's cancel this one as well. And, okay, it's not a repeat. Nice. Let's hunt sheeps. This one we might be able to do, but I'm not going to be gathering. Light rations we can't do. Okay. Technically you can do it, but again, if let's say, like for example, because right now I'm splitting my inventory, I'm trying my best not to keep anything here, because it makes no sense, because then I need to come and travel here, and it's not even like... Oh wait, no! First Light is controlled by syndicates. Oh wait, I can actually afford to use this. Oh no! Yeah! We're going to new places. Cool. Well, okay, you know what? I'll do all this thinking stuff off screen. Okay, the one thing about this game is that it's far from simple, unfortunately. So, I guess that's another good thing about Western MMORPGs. There's a lot of mechanics and layers on top of each other, so you're gonna have to do a lot of management and planning.
Who's in charge here, my loyalty will always
Okay,
be to the
then I can do the
people.
help.
The critical thing is that we work together to ensure our
Okay,
health
you sound
and our
you made a good politician.
Oaks,
Are the
the
walls strong
timber
enough?
is sound.
Okay, are we
but
gonna
the
give you
iron
timber? Oh
bindings
god.
are many decades
Okay, cool beans.
old and rusted.
We might.
If you
Eh.
don't mind some magnetite,
Easy peasies. Alright, let's go.
I can reinforce the walls.
Yeah, so if you're looking for an MMORPG that is like brain dead, simple. Okay, fine, to be fair, the quest is simple as hell. Like honestly, if you're talking about like just quest alone, this game is simple as shit. Like there's really nothing interesting about the quest. But in terms of the mechanics and layers around the game, now that's complicated. So there's a lot of things you need to juggle, you know. You need to juggle your trade skills, which is a lot. You need to juggle your weapon skills, you need to juggle your attributes, you need to juggle your housing, you need to juggle your goddamn storage, you need to juggle your inventory. So yeah, so there's a lot of layers that you need to work on. So if you're looking for a simple, straightforward game, this is definitely far from it. Yeah, if you need a simple game that kind of like you just close your eyes, shut off your brain and just charge to like end game, nah, don't bother. It's gonna be way... I mean, you could do it in this game, but it's gonna be way more mechanics and layers that you want to care about. You know, basic things like checking in. Basic things like planning your routes and planning your travels, because this game is huge as hell and doesn't give you a lot of travel spots. All of these things are things you want to consider. In a sense, it's kind of like real life, I guess. It's kind of like real life. If you leave your house, you want to plan your route so that you don't waste your time. Yeah. and again, I say this not with sarcasm or what, because for me, Western RPGs, like games like this and survival games are kind of more my thing. I've always appreciated a game that puts in a lot of effort into the little details. Like for example, little details like wood cutting. Small little details like, you know, just landscaping and things like this, you know. Things that generally a player who is just playing for the sake of playing will not see. These are the things that I actually would try and pay attention to. So for me, a game like this is great, because then you have live streams like this where I do basically just basic shit quests, but the focus here is really about exploring and just immersing ourselves in the world. Yeah, like I said, if you're talking about efficient leveling, killing these things are not giving me shit. Look at it, like one Zom gives me 3 EXP. Obviously you guys can tell by now that I'm not doing this for the EXP, nor for leveling. I'm not actually showing you all the fastest way to level up. I mean, there's going to be tons of videos out there. You're on the wrong channel if you guys want fast. But in terms of like really just immersing ourselves, appreciating the world that the developers put in a fat load of effort to do, only to have it ignored. Sorry, just salty about that kind of thing. I'm kidding. Play the game however you like it. Nobody's gonna fault you for that. Oh, and I encountered my first local chat debacle. It was hilarious. Another problem with MMORPGs, although something that is more of like tolerance. I guess if you are new to MMORPG, it might hurt you a bit. But if you've been playing a lot of MMORPGs, you will already know that I can never pronounce this word well. Toxicity. Yeah, toxicity. Yeah, you will know that toxicity is really rampant in many MMORPGs. So yeah, there was a whole shouting match, not between me, I was just listening in on it. It was hilarious. There was 2 players. There was literally like a low-key shouting match about it's super funny, about whose boulder it belongs to. I'm sorry, now I'm thinking back to it, I'm laughing about it because it was really very funny. Basically, all I knew was that there was one player who was screaming at another player because he was mining boulders outside town, outside Windsward if I'm not wrong. And then another player went to just grab another boulder that was in the same pile. And then this guy started screaming. Okay, to be fair, I was kind of hoping it was like he sounded like a kid, but he doesn't. He actually sounds like a proper adult, which makes it even worse, you know? Like you're a full-fledged adult and you're whining about someone taking your boulders. Like, yeah, but apparently that was the thing. Like, he was screaming at this other kid, and then the other kid was obviously not... Okay, the other one was actually a kid. Yeah, the other kid had a bit more of like a high-pitched voice, and then he was basically just like screaming back at him. It was... I'm sorry, I'm like laughing at it because of how immature it was, but yeah... I was surprised it took me so long to encounter my first... like that. You would think that you would actually encounter it really early on, but apparently no. I mean, to be fair, we did encounter a lot of toxic shit on the chat, you know. Alright, so let's... Ah, shit! Alright, nice, we did that move. We can do that. Let's use our debuff. Wee-hew! Alright, there we go. Alright. So we got ourselves the brew recipe. Now we need to go and gather hilltop hops. Okay, that's not a hilltop. Okay, there it is. Let's keep it easy. Keep it easy, boys. Again, a lot of things that we are a lot of the items we're getting here are not going to be worth it anyway. They're not going to be scaled to our current level. So, like you see the hatchet that we just got, there's a high chance is you see 225 versus our 320. So, like I said again, what I'm showing here is nothing to do with fastest way to level up. I'm sorry. If that's what you guys are looking for, look elsewhere. Oh shit. Someone chase after me? Sir! You cannot do- Ow! Bleh! Ow, he's poking me. My mommy said not to poke me. Alright. Here. Sir. Big hits. Alright. That should be our last of it. Okay, so that's one side quest down. This entire area looks like some army camp, you know. Like some military camp shit going on. Alright, so we're done with this bit. Let's head back out here. Eat. I'm gonna see if I can heal myself. No. Okay, I know that one of my hatchet skill heals me, but for the life of me, I'm so lazy to figure. Okay, you know what? Let's figure it out together. Is it this one? No, is it this one? Oh, there it is. While Berserk is active, gain a portion of your health back every 4 seconds. Oh. Wait. While Berserk is active. But they only say up to 30% though. Oh! No way! Oh, this skill is... Okay, I'm not even kidding. This skill initially, I wasn't super impressed. Okay, I was impressed to be fair, because basically how I read this particular skill, this passive, was that I thought the heal only activates when you are lower than 30%. And every 4 seconds, assuming you are lower, your health is lower than 30%, you will actually just heal up till you are 30% of your max HP. That was initially... So it's basically... Okay, I initially thought that when you have Berserk active, basically means it won't let you die, so to speak. When your health goes very low, you will kick... The Berserk, as long as it stays active, will kick in, and it will start to heal you. Apparently that's not the case. Apparently what the tooltip is saying is the game... Okay, this skill heals you every 4 seconds for 30% of your max health, I think. That makes this skill even stronger than I thought, honestly. Initially, I thought one of my particular skill or attack was healing me, because I know that I was healing myself with the hatchet. I just didn't know where it was coming from, and I was very lazy to find out. But damn! I'm glad I did, because goddamn, Berserk is strong. Strong. Okay, now I see why the hatchet is such a phenomenal weapon, you know. This weapon is great, guys. Consider using the hatchet if you want to try a melee skill, because the hatchet is great. I got some mushrooms. Oh, why did I collect the bush? Alright, let's grab this. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of quests right here. So let's pin it. Okay. Alright, so first things first, we need to collect batches of charcoal. So this is okay, so this is magnetite. Oh, here comes the miners. Yeah, so the other thing, I think I mentioned this also in the previous live stream, but the enemies are not the most how do I say? Like, they're not the most interesting, honestly. Oh, come on, I was waiting for you to attack, you don't want to attack, and then when I decide to attack you, you swing. I hate it when they do that. Makes me very sad. Alright, so we already collected one of the navigational compass, which is what we needed, so okay. Yeah, we could go and kill them as well. Yeet! Yeah, we're almost 2 times higher level than them, so we can just afford to do an entire combo and just finish them off. Alright, we need to collect batches of charcoal as well. So let's just get the magnetite chunks first. Wait, what? Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't gathering shit. Alright. And the big boy over there. Okay, we only have 2 quests. Okay, so let's just collect the magnetite first. The good news is they do highlight it really nicely for you, so... Oh, we can just get charcoal for... Oh, we can... Oh, we need to kill them for the charcoal. I wonder how long he'll use the rapier. Kidding. The rapier's a great weapon still. I don't hate it. Like, far from it. I think the rapier is still a nice weapon to have. It's just that if you found out about the hatchet, honestly, I still feel that the hatchet will be much stronger. Alright, nice. Let's grab that. I don't think I can get anything from the supply cache then. Yeah, I can. Alright, so we just collect the magnetite chunk first. And then we do need to kill these little dinguses so that we can get the charcoal. So let's do that. Okay. Thanks for the charcoal, big boy. Alright, there's one more over there. Should you start using my bow as well? If not, my hatchet's gonna level much faster than my bow. Yeet. Excuse you, why didn't you give me... Oh, come on. Okay, I think I do need to specifically kill Iron Slag. Are you an Iron Slag? Ow. Alright, great beans. Okay, so that's that one done. Now the last bit we need is... Oh, we need to come in here later. Okay, let's complete this one first. Oh, we still need the magnetite chunks. Alright, there it is. Go. Yeah, we need to make sure that we level up our bow as well. Obviously, when the weapon... So once the weapon hits like level 10 onwards, the leveling becomes a lot slower. Granted, it could be because we are fighting low level creeps. So, I guess if we are in a higher level zone, it might actually do a little bit more for us. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, I see one there. Magnetite. I mean, as much as possible, I don't want to travel further up, because then traveling further up. Oh no, actually we can just cut in from here. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh well. Yeah, let's do that actually. Alright, let's get this magnetite. Alright, one more to go after this. Yoinks. Wait. Shall we go this way? I feel like this way might work, but I'm not sure whether we'll run into any magnetite or not. Shall we just try it out? Maybe we might. Because where we need to go next is that bit over there. But we do need one more magnetite. Okay, I'm just gonna go in there. There's a high chance that there's things in there for me to grab. Alright, there we go. Is that it? No, that's a far long sword, it's not. Hello? Do you have magnetite in here? Can I see it? How did I miss that? Oh, the poison killed him off. That's very sad. Yeah, so I think I mentioned in the previous live stream also. But basically the reason I'm using penetrating shot is because it is actually a very quick reset. So if you notice the bow, actually between shots there's a lot of like animations, like you need to draw your new arrow, you need to pull it. But by pressing and spamming Q and activating penetrating shot, you actually cancels a chunk of the animation. So you can fire 2 shots, so like for example a charge shot here. I can fire the second charge shot very quickly, as you can see. But then of course there will be a little bit of downtime. So you notice between my first shot and my second charge shot was very quick. As compared to if I don't use penetrating shot, even if I spam click, yeah, that would be my second shot. So there's a lot of animation that you can cancel with penetrating shot, and I think that is really why I'm using penetrating shot now. I realized that is actually a very useful way to fire off a heavy attack very quickly, followed by your penetrating shot for a second shot. And the good news about that is that the penetrating shot will actually stun and stagger the enemy as well. So that's also an additional bonus, helping you to keep your distance with the enemy. So yeah. And again, because the entire way I play bow has changed, I'm using a lot of, so like for those of you who played Monster Hunter and you know like about the bow in Monster Hunter, and there is a playstyle in Monster Hunter where you use a lot of dodge focused shots. So because when you dodge, you charge your bow a certain level. These are all Monster Hunter stuff, so it may sound like stupid things to you if you don't play Monster Hunter. But basically when you are using a bow and you dodge, you charge your arrow by 1 level. So it's similar gameplay to this. Instead what I do here is that when I dodge, I fire off the arrow because of that 20% increase in damage, if I'm not wrong. No. There. So after you dodge, you deal 20% more damage for 5 seconds. So yeah, it's a super useful skill. I love it a lot, and you know, and this is again another reason why I say this game, the passives are much more interesting, because the passives essentially determines how you play. So for example, if you are using a bow, even let's just grab one weapon for example. If you have this skill active, or rather if you have this this passive active, then you will already know that you are playing a more dodge based gameplay. And of course when you want this passive, then naturally you might take this passive as well, because after you dodge you gain movement speed. So that's another reason to use these two passive in conjunction, as compared to say if you are using a less focus on mobility and more focus on high damage, then you might want to invest in skills like for example over here, where you see like for example this one directly buffs your distance, your arrow distance. There are a couple of skills here that buffs also based on arrow distance. Where is it? Oh god. Yeah, like for example this one, headshots. So this one encourages you to use a lot more headshots. Yeah, so there are a couple of perks here that focuses a lot more on heavy damage, heavy attacks. So like you see on this side here is a lot of heavy attacks kind of thing. Yeah, for example this one long range. So 20% more damage if your foe is 10 meters away. So imagine if you are playing from a distance, you know, you will want to use this skill so that you, and ensuring that you're always 10 meters away, you're going to want to use this skill to ensure that you're using heavy attacks. And you could essentially, like for example this skill as well, right? Your first attack, your opening strike, so one full charge heavy attack can benefit from all of these perks. And that will drastically change the way you play the game, because even though it's still the same bow, but your passives will drastically change the way you approach and the way you approach combat. Oh hi Melody! Yeah, and so that's one of the great things about this game, and a lot of people may complain like, oh, you know, you only get 6 active skills per weapon, it's too little. I'm talking about like members of BAMS as well. But the truth is this game's focus here is a lot on passive rather than active. Yeah, so the passives are how you determine your playstyle. And of course you can't have every single passive because the game doesn't allow you to have every single passive. So which means that you will have to pick and choose your passives and make sure that they synergize very well with each other. That is really where the theory crafting comes in. So yeah, one of the reasons why this game also has a lot of very interesting mechanics and layers to it, which I can really appreciate, you know, I really like it. Alright, we're done here. I don't want to swim because swimming in this game is stupid. Let's... How do you... Nice. Okay, so let's turn right, follow this little lake, come to this route, and then head towards the last 2 quests. That'll be nice. Ow! It's nice to know that Berserk heals me. Like, what the hell? I am now a healer. I'm kidding, I'm a self-healer. I'm a selfish healer. Alright. So let's knock down 2 more quests, which is over there by all the way to the right side, and that will be actually quite a nice few areas that we've explored today. Tragically, it's nighttime again. Look at this black crack. This is probably death mode, I think. Or was it earth mode? I think it's death mode. Was it? Oh yeah, death mode. By the way guys, I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot about the alchemy or the cooking. I haven't really got very invested into the alchemy system in the game yet. So right now I'm investing more time and focus into like the very core basic craftings, which is the woodworking, stoneworking, iron and all that good stuff. I haven't really dived into the whole alchemy system yet. I haven't even crafted like potions. I mean I did a little bit. But yeah, so I guess at some point I will. Most likely further down the game I might actually need it. But for now I guess I don't really need it yet, so... Oh, hi. Ugh. Trash bowl, throw away. Alright, now we just can nicely just follow this path. We'll just kill things along the way. Why not, right? Alright. Yeah, we'll follow this path along all the way down here. It's a bit of a... Ooh! Oh, wow! I mean, if there's an iron vein sitting right in front of my face, you bet your ass I'm taking it. Again, which means I need to travel to level 4 just to deliver these bad boys. Ah well, I'll do it. By the way, I'm not even close to finishing transferring my items, so a lot of my items that I need in level 4 are still freaking in Monarch's Bluff. I'm still being like a pack mule, you know. Like, I kind of wish this game had a little bit of concept from, what was that game again? Was it Arcade? Arcade was one game where you could actually get wagons and you can bulk transfer huge amount of items through the wagons. But of course the drawback is that when you're bringing it through wagon, other players can PK you and like steal your stuff. So, but I think it was Arcade. Now that I'm talking about it, I think it might be another game. I can't remember. I did play I'm not like a super hardcore MMO fan, but I do play my fair share of MMO, so I may have mixed up the game. And if I did, I'm sorry, but... yeah. Damn, I love the bow. Oh shit. They're just here? Okay. Speed buff! This is a very good way to just speed buff your way to speed buff! Oh, I just realized traveling is going to be significantly better for us now. Wait, does this speed buff carry over? Let's try. Oh, it doesn't carry over. Okay, so I know my running route already. Okay, so the good news is our current combo makes it very good. So when we can use our hatchet to activate Berserk, that's gonna give us regeneration, but more importantly movement speed. And once the movement speed ends, we're gonna swap into our bow and dodge once, and then we get like maybe a 5-second speedy buff. Oh no, yeah, kind of sort of 5-second speed buff. And we dodge again. Woohoo! Actually no, the speed buff is only 2 seconds. No, so it's not really worth it to use the speedy buff. Now I want to check. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's a really good reason why you want to look. Like if you see that there's like little question marks on the map, go for it. Sometimes it could be these spirit shrines, and that will actually help you travel around a lot more. Yeah, so now that we have unlocked this spirit shrine here, we can always teleport here in between those shrines. Again, I'm very happy they have it. It's significantly better than not having it at all. But again, these shrines, the spirit shrines are so like so split apart, you know, they're like so far apart. You're still gonna do a lot of traveling. And of course, naturally, because they use Azov as well, so the Azovs are going to be a little bit more expensive. It does ramp up. If you keep using your Azov to fast travel, it will ramp up quite a bit. Alright, there we go. Ow! Alright, still not there yet. We're gonna follow the road to the right side. That's gonna bring us to where we need to be. Oh shit, he moved. Makes me sad. Ah shit. I can't aim worth shit, can I? Oh! Stop! Okay, I know he's gonna run in that. Ah! And oh yeah, and the other thing I learned about the dodge system. Now, weirdly enough, when I first started the game, I thought it makes sense to keep it in the light so that I can do the dodge roll. No, it's not. So the dodge roll, if you remember earlier parts in the game when we did our dodge roll, it costs 50 stamina. Whereas if you notice, right now this tiny sidestep, okay, it's not tiny, it's like a big sidestep, it's actually only 40 stamina. Now, when it comes to stamina management, this is gonna be significant, honestly. That one hit too. Yeah, you can see, like, I realized that now that we're playing a dodge-based kind of mechanic, right, I really appreciate the sidestep a lot more because it just feels a lot more natural to kite and to like space yourself between the enemies. If we do this right, guys, this build I've actually been able to like, what the hell is going on here with this iron ore? It looks like they are like half committed. But yeah, so like actually as long as you are dodging well enough and you're keeping spacing between you and the enemy, you can actually deal with like 2 or 3 enemies with relative ease. Now I say this very carefully because honestly I still don't think our current build, especially not when you're using a bow, I don't think our bow is meant to take on multiple enemies. You can do damage to multiple enemies, that's fine. But if you are taking the aggro, so like if you don't have a tank or healer to kind of heal you or take aggro for you, right? It can be a chore, you know, to keep the spacing as well as multitask, as well as make sure that you're dodging. So I still don't recommend you play a bow for like, you know, if you're playing solo and you expect yourself to draw in like 700 mobs or something, it's going to still be a nightmare. But yeah, I mean, it's just something to take note of. Okay, we don't have a quest here, so we can kind of, I mean, it's just a pirate ship area. Like, obviously, First Light, if it's not clear enough by now, First Light is a very piratey kind of like themed area, which is nice. Like I said, every area has their own little theme going on. So, First Light is obviously a very piratey theme. Let's do a quick reload. Let's do that. That's gonna give us another big shot. There we go. And that's how you use a bow, big boys. Or rather, that's how you use a dodge-based bow. Yeah, so again, I think I made comparison to Monster Hunter because our playstyle for bow right now is very similar to how I played as a bow user in Monster Hunter World. It was very similar to my playstyle then. So, you know, the whole point of dodging as the kind of like, even though dodges are meant to be used as a defensive method, but when you have the correct passives and the correct perks, your dodges can be used as both defensive and offensive because of the buff that you get after a dodge. So yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Obviously once we hit weapon level 20, I will most likely showcase a little bit more about like how I developed my style of playing the bow. It will definitely not be the highest DPS because I know my style. Numbers have never been my thing. What is important for me has always been a mixture of numbers as well as accuracy. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. That thing has just went into a bush. I'm not hitting it anymore. Yeah, so for me, numbers is important. I won't lie. Numbers is important for me, but it's not primarily the factor I'm looking at. I like a good mix of numbers as well as comfort. So I'd rather you choose a build that you feel comfortable using, rather than you choose a build that you feel like the numbers are big boy numbers, but you can't pull it off. Again, when people upload builds, those are builds that they spend a significant amount of time theory crafting. It's comfortable and it's familiar to them. You don't want to end up in a situation where you just copy a person's build lock, stock, barrel and you try it out and you realize, oh, this build sucks, I can't use it. You're right, you can't use it. That's it. So just because the build has the highest damage doesn't mean that's the build for you. Wait, that cancel my... And that just staggered him. Right, let's just do big boy damages. Big boy damages. Yeah, so assuming you're using, you're not against a ranged character, like a ranged enemy, this current setup that we have, even though we're only level 9, was it? Our bow's level 9 or 10? Level 10, so we're only halfway done with our bow. But with this current setup, I'm feeling super comfortable with it. We do good enough damage, especially if we need AoE and DOTs, damage over times. Both our AoE abilities are also damage over time abilities, so those are great, you know. And then on top of that, penetrating shot together with our heavy shots are essentially giving us all the damage we need in terms of single target damage. So yeah, I like it. It's a very comfortable setup for me right now. It is very suitable to my playstyle, and I guess for those of you who like a more mobile kind of playstyle, this might be something you can try. Alright, let's grab these herbs. Maybe at some point I'll try a more like damage focus, like single shot damage focus build. You know, never know, maybe that might be fun. Actually, you know what? I just realized we could actually try it out right now. If I really wanted to, I could go for like a pure headshot. Okay, maybe not headshot, but a heavy attack build. Because essentially, we could actually build it this way instead. This one. So heavy attack focused. This one is also heavy attack focused, right? At full health. So we can use this. And maybe even this. This might work. This definitely will work. So we can actually very easily develop a build purely focused on like huge damage per shot, you know, or maybe 2 shots. You know what? Shall we just YOLO and try it out? I'm very curious now to see that style. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try a pure focus on like distance damage build. This might work. No, this okay. I'm doubtful about this ability here. This might work. Okay, okay. To be fair, this is an opening. It works. It synergizes with opening strike, I guess. All right, let's try this out. Okay. Now I'm very curious to see how big boy our. So we're still gonna use the same combo that what I've been trying to do. So I'm still gonna use Q the moment I land my first heavy attack. I'm gonna quickly reset and use a Q. But let's see how big boy these damages are, especially if it's a headshot. Oh, 591. That's almost 2 times more damage. Ow. Okay, no. Yeah, it's not my style, man. Ah, shit. 614, yo! Okay, so the opening shot thing is pretty interesting. Let's try it again, I'm very curious now. Yo, look at that! Yo, that's cool. I mean, it's not my style, definitely not my play style, but it's definitely cool. Oh, that looks bad. Yeah, penetrating shot is definitely strong. Yo, guys, our headshot damage is ridiculous. That is bonkers. Yeah, so I mean, here's an example, man. Like you can entirely build it like that. I guess if you're using this build, you most likely want to be on a light armor class instead, so that you can dodge a little bit more reliably. Maybe. Again, I'm talking out my ass right now. I'm not very sure. I haven't tested this like hard enough, you know. Ow. Actually, then again, even as I'm looking at it, I guess the 600s were crits. We're not critting as much no more. Yeah, we're not critting as much anymore, so maybe I'm just playing it wrong. I mean, it could really be because I'm playing it wrong. But yeah, there are different ways you can play it. It's really up to you to decide how you want to... Oh wait, we can't respec when it's on cooldown. Shit. Okay, let's hide here so that they don't attack us when I'm respecking. Yep, so again, the good thing about this game is that the passives are the one that really change your playstyle. Like, honestly, we're still using a bow, we're still using the same skill technically, but our passive have changed, and it really will affect the playstyle. Like right now, there's no point in me dodging because I don't get the perks from dodging, you know. So, yeah, it's really up to you to decide how you want to play this game and how you want to build, you know, your characters. So now I hope I remember. Okay, no, not this. Arrow rain. It's penetrating shot. Our arrow rain was stacked to this. This one is definitely yes. This one is yes. Oh no, wait. I don't think I had this. Sorry, not this. Poison cloud. This one. This one I'm skipping. I have one more ability. Where did it go? Not this, right? Oh yeah, this one. Yeah. I think this is my build. I got messed up entirely. Okay. Alright, let's go. I mean, this is much more my style, honestly. We still have the opening. I mean, we don't have opening shot. Yeah, but this is definitely my style. Speed, movement, and all is my way of playing. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that was a very poor way of a very pro example of how to use it, but. Ow. And the hatchet is still an amazing weapon. Okay, no, seriously, I'm wasting my time here. I'm just here for chests. Where the hell is my chest? Okay, wait. Shall we? Ow! Alright, so he went through the... They're both bleeding now. There we go. And that's how you clear off things. Alright, now where the hell is my chest? Are you a chest? You're clearly a chest. Are you a chest? How do I get there? There are things in there, but I don't know how to get there. Are you a chest? Huh. How do I get in there? Are you a chest? No, you're a flint. You're not even a chest. Where the hell is the chest? Hello? Is it I've been scammed? Let me to the back. What's the point of linking this area when there's no chest for me to... Oh, there's a big boy. There is a big boy, eh? Go. Are you a chest? Oh, there you are. Okay, that's my chest. Haha. Okay, we're looking for a measuring vessel, right? Thank you. Oh boy. Here we go. We just YOLO this. Ow! Stop! Ow! Ow! Because I'm in berserk mode, I've stopped trying to dodge. Now that I know that berserk mode heals me regardless. I really should, right? Let's just eat something, you know. For the regens. Because I need the regens. Right, let's go this way. Right, let's squeeze our way through here. There's a lot of tahalas running around, so... but I don't want to get cooking now. My cooking stuff is all in Monarch's Bluff. Turkey! 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 Sir! I am here to give you a... Fuck! Okay, fine, you win. You have better accuracy than me, I'm shit. You know, okay, at some point in the game, I kind of wish there's either a passive or a skill where I can reduce, or rather speed up my attack speed. That would be nice. Like, honestly, my current setup would be perfect if I have an attack speed buff. I missed. Sit down. Oops, should have changed out of berserk. Needed to heal. Oh, look at how damaging that was. Oh, I love the hatchet, big boys. I love the hatchet. The hatchet is literally a phenomenon. Ow, stop. Okay, opening strike. I mean, I don't have opening strike, but you get my point, right? No, that was too late! Wait, what? How did that disable? That's not fair. Right. Yep, it is official. The hatchet is my mainstay. I am very happy with the hatchet. Hatchet is big boy. Big boys use hatchets. Ah, shit. Blech. Again. I didn't do a full arrow. Ow. Don't do that. That's not fun. Oh, another one there. Oh. Oh! Poor guy. There we go. Alright, let's grab this supply cache. Chest. Crate. Alright, 2 more to go. Let's go. You know, I'm thinking maybe since my playstyle still relies a little bit on opening strikes, I could benefit from a couple of passives from the heavy attack. Not all of it, but some of it, that we can utilize really the opening strikes kind of skill. Might be nice. There's a fast attack. There's a flat bow. Found myself a next chest. Wait, what? Trash. Not gonna use this, not gonna use that, not gonna use this. Okay, 1 more to go. Should be in a chest. Okay, I see one. No, that's not a chest. That's a nasty bloom. Might be a chest up here, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeet. Okay, sit down. Sit down, big boy. Sit down. Alright. And that's all done, so to speak. Alright, great beans! Now, how do we get back nicely without having to go 1 big round? Nope, we're going 1 big round. Nah, kidding. We can travel to the spirit shrine, and then we can, from there we can teleport back to base, back to town. So it won't be that big of a journey, you know. Can save ourselves a little bit of a walkie. Ow! Stop! I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Wait, no, I don't want to leave yet. Kill this bad boy. Block. Oh shit, I didn't block. Oh, I picked up more than I can chew. Oh shit. Thankfully, we're still healing, but... Whoa, we're stuck. Okay, wait. This time we pace. What the? There we go. Now, let's wait for Berserk to get off cooldown, because we need to 1v1 this bad boy here. Ow! How did that work? Alright, Berserk. Alright, there we go. We have an opening. Dodge that. Alright, let's stop in. Fast shot. Dodge that. I will win. Dodge that again. Block that. Oh, I didn't block in time. Shoot this. Shoot that. Yeah, so the other good thing about this setup, at least at this current juncture, what I'm doing is that it really does synergize well with my playstyle. I mean, I can see how each of the skills synergize with each other, so it works for me, and I guess a lot of training came from freaking playing ESO and learning how to weapon swap. So it does help, yeah. Yeah, so it sure as hell helps when you have played games like ESO where the focus of the entire build and setup relies a lot on weapon swapping at the right time. So this game also, because there's so little skills, you really have to use both your weapons in your arsenal. Yeah, so make the most of it. There you go. Yeah, so I think part of the success of this game is really understanding both your weapons and knowing when to swap, when to juggle your cooldowns. What synergizes with what. Yeah, so like for example, if you're in Berserk mode, like okay, I think I made a mistake just now. When you're in Berserk mode, you want to ensure that you maximize it, so you don't want to swap to your bow until Berserk ends. Because Berserk mode ends the moment you swap into your bow, and that's actually precious few seconds of maybe heals or damage. Remember, Berserk mode doesn't just heal you, it gives you movement speed at later levels, it gives you a damage buff, 20% if I'm not wrong. So it is phenomenal, but you don't want to use Berserk mode so early as well, because you want to make sure that you apply your debuff first, which is my F. Yeah, so a lot of my combo right now, if I want to make sure that I want a full setup of combo, I will apply RF. So I will start with my bow for an opening shot, one heavy attack. Generally I don't trust R to hit, I will arrow rain to hit. So what I do is I do a heavy attack, I immediately follow up with either Poison Cloud or a Q. Now Poison Cloud also does that cancelling thingy, if I'm not wrong, so it does help you with the cancelling. And then I will use the other skill before I swap into my Hatchet. Now Hatchet wise, if the enemy is still pretty far away, I might press F to throw my axe, and then press Berserk, and then go all out with my melee attack. If you want it to be super optimal, I would suggest using Berserk first, so that when you throw your axe, it benefits from the 20% increased damage. So yeah, there's I guess a lot of very fine specific things you want to work on. But it's up to you again. It's up to you to decide what's your playstyle. It's up to you to decide what's your favorite method of playing. Nobody can tell you what's correct or wrong. They can tell you what's optimal, but it's still up to you to decide. If you don't give a damn about being optimal, you can just play whatever suits your style. You can even do a full role play kind of style if you want. That's why it's called a role playing game. You know, it's not called your O levels. It's not an exam, and you don't have to go for the right answer. You can just go for whatever answer resonates more with you. Right. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost at the I keep calling it Transitor Shrine because I played so much ESO in my life. Fuck me. They're not called Transitor Shrine, they're called Spirit Shrine. Spirit Shrine, Spirit Shrine. They're not transitors, they're spirits. They are called Spirit Shrine. Yeah, we're gonna head back to the Spirit Shrine, we can teleport back to town, and we can reap our rewards. We've put in a lot of hard work running around doing quests. So we want to make sure that we get the rewards. And we're chock full of Azov again, so yeah. We're always chock full of Azovs. Oops, wrong button, sorry. Alright, here we are. Lonely Spirit Shrine with not a single soul in sight. This is very sad. If you guys are wondering why I didn't bother checking in, the reason is because I know that I'm only here for like this live stream, and I'm anticipating that I will definitely need to travel back to Everfall. So I want to at least have one free travel where I can drop by either Everfall or Monarch's Bluff and drop all my things that I gathered. So it made sense not to check in here. Because if I check in here, then what I need to do is I need to pay to travel back to Everfall. And that's tedious, you know. Alright, here we are. Hi, Sylvia.
I can't tell you what a relief this
Here we
is. No matter how long you live,
we're almost maxed out as of again.
the art of letting go of
What memories are you referring
we once
to?
had an alliance with
Anchorage.
Anchorage.
Lost pirates there are now a threat. Okay, more than a corruption.
But
So she's
this
getting out to go and
one
kill the
we
pirates, but I
can
believe we already
eliminate.
killed a bulk of them.
I should have done. The lost in Nighthart's Anchorage
Alright, let's
may
complete
not
some of
be as
our
dangerous as the
questy bits here
corruption.
too. Okay, as you can see, lower tier areas, I think even the levels we are getting from the questies are not that good. Somehow this didn't complete. Because measuring vessels. I forgot to check the item. Okay, by the way, I remember I told you guys about check the quest that you guys are grabbing. Make sure. Oh wait, can I complete this? No, I can't. Make sure you are grabbing quests that don't have repeated. It applies to both the item you're looking for as well as the location. So as long as one or the other is repeated or both, drop one of it. I forgot. Yeah, I should have done this shit. Oh well. Well, I guess we do need to go one more round, but I may not stream it. But let's see. This one. Yeah, they're all different. Okay. Shit, now I need to go back again. You see, now we need to come back here to collect measuring vessels, even though we should have 4, right? We should have 4 measuring. You see? That's what I mean. The way they handle repeated quests is stupid. I had another quest that was in a different location, but also looking for measuring vessels. So I technically collected 1 there. I completed that quest, and then I went to that area, like that pirate area. They wanted 5 from there, but I could only gather 4 because the moment I gathered 4 plus the first one I got, the quest assumed I've completed it. And when I come all the way back here, I've basically only completed the quest for the 1 measuring vessel, and now I'm left with 4 here. Now I need to go all the way back here just to collect that 1 measuring vessel. again, I've said this once, I've said it 1,000 times, it is a very poorly handled way of doing a repeated quest. Until the developers fix it, my suggestion is as long as you have 2 quests that requires this, either you look for the same item or go to the same location to look for the item. I guess if it's different item, it's fine, but the chance of that happening is really low. Yeah, so just don't do it, guys. So tedious. Ah well. Game's not perfect, guys. Game's not perfect. Alright, let's turn in a couple more quests and see whether we can get ourselves to at least half of our EXP.
Excellent.
Kim Ji-hoon, isn't you from Korea? I'm kidding. He has a very Koreanish name, you know. Scrap this. Scrap this. Scrap the warhammer. Thank you. We're holding on to a lot of things. Oh well. There's a tannery area over there which we could kind of get rid of. We could get more rawhide. We can actually complete the rawhide quest.
You're aware by now that the
you think she's failing as a leader?
It certainly seems that way. I've had my suspicions. It's a mystery.
Alright.
But Constable Oates knew more.
Alright. There we go. More quests. Somehow there's another quest. Oh, I think we can turn in a quest here, Gunther. Oh yeah, that's a food quest. Gunther. Yep.
No,
There
what?
we go.
Oh no, this stuff doesn't mix
Alright.
at all.
The quest.
Some kind of residue on it.
Alright, so he's done there.
Bummer.
He doesn't have any more quests for me, I
Maybe I'll
don't
ask
think.
Artificer.
Alright, there we go. So next few quests are on this side here.
Don't mean to
Okay, I'm gonna
complain,
do
though, not
these
after what you've
separately. But since we didn't travel here just now, let's go and explore the area first before we call it a episode. Wait, there's another quest here, why? Oh yeah, there's another quest over here. Great. We might just well get this run too. Yeah, so that's really a bulk of, let's say if you're using questing. Hey, it's you again,
Give a
Kim
helping
Ji-hoon.
hand to the bar. Gunter is not the brightest torch, but I
Ouch.
help him when I
Don't be
can.
an ass.
Indeed. What if it's because the barley?
Alright, so they're
hops
experimenting on
come
corrupted and
from
withered. That's very, very weird.
lost and corrupted. We must experiment. If you can
Right.
get samples from the corrupted and withered.
Alright, so we're gonna go and explore that one last area and then we'll come in and turn in those quests. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, first light is very obvious what theme they were going for. They were definitely going for a more piratey theme. Okay, to be fair, the entire game is... Okay, the entire game is not piratey theme, but it's more like those, what's that genre called? Old century, or is it like 15th century, 16th century, or 17th century? I really don't know. I'm very bad with history. And I'm sure I sound bad with numbers and dates, so I really can't... I'm not sure. I know what, you know, like Pirates of the Caribbean, that kind of theme, like the East India Trading Company and all that good stuff. Yeah, that theme. I don't know, I'm not sure the actual name for it. I'm pretty sure if you tell me, I will remember, but right now, off the head, I really don't know. Was that like the 16th century, the 17th century? You know, where they were using muskets and like flintlock rifles and all that good stuff. Yeah, those times. But yeah. Alright, here we are. We're at a farmy bit. I bet you it's zombies. Yep, there we go. It's zombies. It gets really dry after a while, you know. It gets really dry. He dodged. Not like I can't dodge into him, man. Oh, is that a potato? Potatoes. One does not ignore potatoes. And it helps me with my harvesting skill as well, which makes me very happy. Potatoes. 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 Hi, you. Smack me back, please. I'm here to search for chests. Okay, there's one chest here. I would like a potato. Thank you. Okay, we got our lacing. It's bound to be some chests here. There's a greedy bit. Hello. Hey, I see a chesty chest. Oh, thanks. I guess. Forsaken hatchet. Yeah. Alright, red beans. We're done here. Let's get ourselves off this. We need to go over to some Howling Falls. Okay. We'll go to the Howling Falls. Ah, shit. I saw that was too late. It was mid-flight. Oops, there's one coming. Are those harvestable plants though? What are these? Oh, the carrots! Wow! Oh, this place is nice in terms of like harvestable things. There's quite a lot of variety. Like there's potatoes, there's carrots. I bet you there's a squash somewhere. I guess then again, farms are probably where you look for all these food items, you know. Oh, means I need to travel to Monarch's Bluff to drop it off. Blech. All my food items are at Monarch's Bluff. Makes me very sad. Alright, let's head towards the Howling Falls. We're done here anyway, so there's a fishy spot here. Come here first. Blight Crag. Very cool! Putrid lodestone. Oh boy. Well, we need rawhide, right? Let's not forget the fact that we have a quest for rawhide. It would be nice and ideal if we can complete that before leaving this area. Go. Farmer's shirt. Well, we all know where that's going. Hey, another wolf. Yeah, I mean each wolf does give a good amount of rawhide, so we might as well complete it along the way. We're already here, and we don't know when's the next time we're gonna come back to First Light once we are finished doing like our things here. So yeah, well, might as well complete whatever quest we can and not leave quests lying around like what I always do. Oh, there's a wolf then, eh? Good bits! Vial of suspended Azov. We're not running out of Azov anytime soon, honestly. We really aren't. But I guess even if we do run out of Azov, we could just easily open one of these little bottles and just replenish our Azov, you know? Alright, we're at 142. There's a whole bunch of wolves here. Oh wow! Our arrow did not just one-shot the guy. God dang. Yeah, no, that was great. Hey, there's things here that nobody touched. Saltpeter! I mean, it would be nice if I can collect this for Poo Poo, but he already has so many of it. Like, he went on a grinding spree, like what he usually does, so... Yeah, good beans! I don't think he'll need it anymore. He said like he's like delivering his saltpeter all across the planet. The region. Yeah, madness, I tell you, madness. Alright, I think we done what we need here, right? Oh, there we go. Good bits! Alright, let's get out of here. I could teleport back, but I'm done with the rawhide too. And we could just grab this first. I mean, for a place called Howler's Fall, I was expecting like a waterfall. I was clearly wrong. It's basically just a wolf's den. I guess that's where the howling or the howler comes in. Sure as I'm not seeing the fall. Oh, did you know I recently learned something from a video which was so stupid? I realized that it was so obvious but I didn't notice it. Do you guys know that Everfall, the name is Everfall because that area there where you are... I mean, we've ran around Everfall for the longest time, right? You guys already know. That area there is always like the fall season. So I guess that's where the name Everfall came from, because you know it's always fall there. Okay, I don't know whether it's really what they intended to be, but I saw it in a video somewhere and I realized, oh yeah, it made sense. Why did I think of that? Because I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves some last minute carrots along the way. Or potatoes. Again, you never know when the next time you're gonna run into potatoes. Potatoes! No wait, you guys are squash, aren't you? Oh, don't do that. Hey, potatoes? The potatoes! Oh my god, so many potatoes! I'm sorry! I know I have the rule about grinding and like not doing boring things on screen, but the rule is thrown out the window the moment that it's these kind of things. Like if it's trees or stones, hell no. But if it's things like potatoes, which I don't really run into, I'm grabbing it. And it's harvesting. Harvesting is not as easy. Like honestly, if you step out of any town, you're gonna see like trees everywhere. You're probably gonna see rocks everywhere as well, so that's not the issue. But when you step out of town, you're not gonna see like, you know, potatoes everywhere. Or harvestable bits. Oh shit, my inventory is almost full. Shit. Yeah, no, we need to drop off things, man. God dang. Ah! I need to pop by Everfall again, drop things off. There's probably a lot of those stones and wood that I collected. Oh no, iron! I think it's the iron. Yes, props the iron. Alright, let's head back to First Light first. Look how Day Spring. Oh yeah, I see the entrance to the town. Whooping! Yeah. That's the easier way back to town. I mean, probably off screen I'll just work on the other quests, you know. Again, you guys are not missing out in terms of the story. If you guys want a summary of like all of this side quest story, it's essentially, oh, help us defend this town better. Look, come over here and grab me some food. Food is important. Oh, then after that the next person, oh look, go over there and collect me some materials because we need to work on defenses. And then maybe someone will say, oh look, I'm experimenting on certain weird things, so help me collect blood or soil, and we will, and then you just go there and collect it. Yeah, that's basically a summary of the quest. So yeah, I mean, again, all things in balance, the good and the bad all presented to you as it is. That's really one of the worst things about this game. The quest system is stupid. No, the quest system is fine. The quest style and structure is stupid. It's really just fetch quest. Nothing more than fetch quest. Yep, they just add a story to it, but it's still fetchies. Alright, so yeah, I think we've covered quite a bit today. We've had a chance to explore a little bit of First Light. I know we haven't explored a lot of this area here yet. I don't feel obliged that I want to do it. So yeah, probably later in the afternoon or maybe in the evening, we'll come back again and it'll be exciting because we will be streaming our exploration of Cutlass Keys. Now, Cutlass Keys is going to be a lot more interesting because it is going to be our first high-level zone and we are going to be able to progress our Syndicate storyline as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this really short live stream and I hope to see you guys later when we explore Cutlass Keys. So